Yeah, I can feel the air up there. When I feel so clear. I've been in another gear. Yeah, I've been in another gear. I can feel the air up there. When I feel so clear. I've been in another gear. Yeah, I've been in another gear. Yeah, I've been on another way. About to blast off for days. Damn, they don't even know my face. Press record.
Yeah, but I did 2-3 seconds in.
Alright, man. So we back again, Hoops and Brews. Yes, if you see some clips come out, we had some technical difficulties, but we're back again. Got some more things that we want to discuss today.
Most definitely.
Currently we're watching Heat Celtics. You're right. Really big game. It's really big match. Really
good defense.
Really big game. You finally seeing some matchups that may take place in the playoffs.
Definitely. Look at UD.
I think there's a different attention to detail. Did we ever talk about the fight?
The UD, I don't think we did. I think we recorded. I think the last part we recorded it happened like 2 days after that.
Yeah, 2 days after. Or I think it might happen that same day.
Yeah, honestly, the same day.
I didn't have an issue with it.
I mean, it's just UD doing his job. That's why UD still getting them vet minimums. That's why he's still getting them vet minimums. Like that's why.
That's literally your job. Your job is to make sure is to be a extension of the coach as a player. That's your job, and to keep everybody in line. That is literally your job.
I feel you. He does a good job of it. They keep cutting him checks for him. So I mean, they wouldn't have him there for no reason. Pat Riley and those boys, Eric Spoelstra, they know why he there. And I mean, he just light a fire on them, keep them going. Shout out to UD.
You should be mad. You losing to the Warriors with no Steph, no Klay Thompson, no Draymond Green, and we losing.
For real. Shout out to UD. He was a solid role player for Miami for a very long time, and he's still rocking to this day.
I think he's Miami's all-time leader in rebounds. I think, if I'm not mistaken.
I'd be crying laughing when he get his minutes, but still, shout out to UD.
He's probably gonna get his jersey retired as a member of the Heat.
But yeah, that fight was for sure interesting. But it's just honestly, like people look at it. I don't know, they might call UD different. They might say, "Oh, old motherfucker, like why you talking? Like shut up, sit down." But like he doing his job. Like
it's his job. I had zero issue with it.
I got a homie like that who hold everybody accountable. Honestly, that's kind of like Thomas. He hold everybody accountable. You catch you doing something crazy, he might be going.
Yeah, so I didn't. Facts. So like I didn't. Again, I think that's most teams need that. I think that's what's wrong with a lot of basketball teams. You don't have no veteran leadership.
Like, just to point a couple out, Draymond Green is that for the Warriors for sure. PJ Tucker plays that role. Probably also, and the Heat, he's on the Heat as well. They got multiple guys who do that.
I think but Pat Bev plays that role for the Timberwolves. Like you can kind of see the Timberwolves kind of taking on.
That's a great example of that.
Pat's identity. Mm-hmm. Even just seeing the way Cat has been acting on the floor recently. Like, brother, I've never seen you act in this manner, brother. So I think great teams have that. Great teams. I think Chris Paul for the Suns or Crowder for the Suns.
That's another good one. Yeah, definitely. Those
great teams always have somebody who is not scared to keep guys accountable.
And that leads me to another topic. That's what Memphis missed out on. That's why Memphis is so upset with Andre Iguodala, and I 100% stand with Memphis in their frustration and them calling him out in the media after beating the Warriors last game.
Yeah, they really don't like the Warriors, bro.
As they should.
They really do not like them. Like, they really try to beat them.
As they should. Imagine being Dillon Brooks. I'm pretty sure Dillon Brooks is probably like 24 years old, around my same age. He probably used to watch Iguodala back when he was like 14 years old. Like, oh, wow, I probably want to do some of the stuff. And then eventually you hear he coming to join Memphis, and then as soon as he joined Memphis, he like, I'm not playing. I don't want to be here. Send me back to Golden State. It's like, bro, what? Like, I was looking forward to really learning from you. Obviously outside of the athleticism that you used to have, I could see myself doing a lot of things on the court that you used to do. So it's just like I mean, you don't want to be here with us. Like, we can see ourselves contending. We better than the Warriors. If you're looking from his point of view, like we better than them. We could contend just like them, and you just want to get just like that.
For sure.
Like, all right, bro. Like, that's not cool. Like, we don't rock with you no more. Like, it was excited to have you here, but if you don't want to be here, go on, do your thing, and we're gonna beat up on you there. But it's just like, as far as that topic, I 100% stand with the Memphis Grizzlies and why they are frustrated and why they take shots at Iguodala in the media, and why. Shout out to Daniel Belts for King Watch, but he tweeted, he said players taking shots at Finals MVPs and championships, wondering like, that ain't gonna protect you from this. Like,
it's not gonna protect you from this.
Yeah,
give a fuck.
7 years ago, brother. I was in high school.
For real, bro. Like, I'm not gonna say something about you.
I was probably in fucking a freshman in high school. I don't care.
I'm not about to say something about you and think like, oh, he won a championship. I might comment.
Do not care, bro. This is 2022. I don't give a fuck what you did in 2015, brother. I do not care.
Shout out Daniel Best though, B. That's what he said. I'm pretty sure other people have that same opinion.
Hell no.
But like, let's be real. Like, if you Dillon Brooks and you're Memphis, because
the thing about the old days is these was the old days. Those was the old days. You coming out here getting your ass whooped by 40 miles now. What you mean?
For real, no cap. Like, so like, I have no problem with Memphis Grizz. Shout out to them for being very vocal about the way they feel about him, and like, cause I imagine they were probably looking like they probably first heard the news. Oh, we getting Iguodala. Oh, that's fire. Like, we got another vet mentor. We got a dude who probably does things on the court that I want to do. He could teach me. He could.
That's a Halo TV show.
Like the video game.
We losing recipes. Continue. We losing recipes.
But yeah, just imagine like what the atmosphere was when they first heard Iguodala was coming. It's probably, oh wow, that's fine. We got another vet. We can see ourselves as contenders very soon. This guy can push us there, give us advice, come in, play a role, and then when he gets there, he's just like, nah, I'm not playing. Like,
I have a question for you about Memphis. How realistically, do you think Memphis can go in the playoffs?
Realistically, I think Western Conference Finals is possible. It's a possibility for this team. Like, and if,
why?
Because of how deep they are and because of like the pieces they have. Jaren Jackson Jr. is, and also in the conversation for Defensive Player of the Year.
For sure.
You got Desmond Bane, a top 5 shooter in the league this year, probably, arguably. I'm pretty sure his numbers fit that. Obviously, John Moran is a top 3 point guard. I mean, you got they got Jonas, right?
No, they have Steven Adams.
Steven Adams is rebounding the ball on another level. Like, I mean, I just think that team is just, they have the pieces and they have the confidence. Every night you see them go out there. You seen them go at LeBron. You seen them go at Steph and the Warriors, and they're not scared. And and to go along with that, they also have talent, and they know how to play the game. They have a real confidence. They have they like each other. That matters. You could tell in the media and just them going out together and whatnot. They have really good coaching. I just think that they have the pieces to really make some noise.
I'm with you. Like, again, I said then the conference finals could be something random like Dallas and Memphis, and I would not be shocked if the West Conference finals was Dallas and Memphis. Reason being is I just think Luka in any series he's in can rise above whoever, and I don't think that you can discount that.
I don't know, man. We saw back-to-back years them get eliminated.
Yeah, but he got more help with him now.
Really?
Yes, he has more backcourt help with him now, which I think is imperative.
Dinwiddie and Brunson?
Yeah.
So that's enough to get them over and say they meet the Clippers again. That's enough to get them over the Clippers now?
If Kawhi's not there, sure. If Kawhi Leonard is there, then that's a whole different conversation. But if Kawhi's not there, sure.
Okay, sure. Man, I guess.
Sure, but my thing with Memphis is, yes, I think realistically they could possibly make the conference finals, or they could lose in the first round. No, I'm dead serious. Like I like Memphis.
I'm not mad at that, honestly.
I like Memphis. I think it's cute. I think it's great. I think, I love to see the story. Nah, I do. I love to see the story. I love Ja. I love Desmond Bane. I love the togetherness that they show as a, basketball team. I love all of that. My only thing is you got to go out there and do the shit you've been doing in the regular season when you running through people 4 times in 7 nights.
I think it's doable. I think it's a possibility.
Now, granted, I don't think it's not doable. I'm just saying you got to do that shit 4 times, 7 nights. Also, let's say they get Minnesota. That's not an easy series for them.
I don't think any series would be easy.
I don't okay, you get the Clippers. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm just looking at even just matchups. Like, Cat going up against Steven Adams. Cat going up, obviously maybe you would lean on Jaren Jackson a little bit more in that series. Mm-hmm. But Jaren Jackson, he fouls a lot. Cat could keep Jaren Jackson in foul trouble the whole series. Also, I think Cat is a guy who could be I love Ja, but I think Cat could be the best player on that floor.
In a Memphis
matchup between Memphis and Minnesota.
He can be. I can't be mad at that.
He can be, and I mean, you look at the Clippers.
But yeah,
the Clippers are getting healthy. You got Paul George. You got Reggie Jackson, who's solid, especially if he doesn't have to be the guy. Norman Powell's coming back. You have Rocco, who's a really, really good defender. PG, who even last night when I was there, completely helps their defense.
We need to talk about the PG.
We can do it. Completely changes their whole entire ability of what they're able to do to teams defensively. Like, so yes, I do think Memphis could be a West Conference Finals team. I think they could also lose in the first round because I don't think any matchup who they might get in the play in unless it's like the Pelicans is an easy matchup. And I think the Pelicans could provide some resistance.
I feel you.
I don't think they would win the series, but I think that they could provide some resistance. So, yes, like I said, I think we could see something random in the finals. Well, not finals, but conference finals like Dallas and Memphis. I wouldn't be shocked. I think there's a little bit of a changing in the guard, especially in the Western Conference. And with the questions the Warriors have, like, nah, for real, like Draymond. Since he came back, I can't tell you one positive thing Draymond's done.
Yeah, he has. He's been struggling. I saw
Clay has had moments, but they're few and far between. Obviously, Clay hasn't played basketball in 2 years. Like, you're not just going to not play. Like, there was no pandemic last time Clay played basketball. Like, Ja Morant, I don't think, was Ja in the league?
I don't think so, honestly. I don't think so.
Ja Morant wasn't even in the league.
I feel you.
Zion wasn't in the league. They was at Duke. So, like, it's the whole league is different. So, for me to expect you to just get there and just pick back up where you left off, kind of unfair for me to do that to you. But yeah, like I think it's kind of like a changing of the guard. So if I saw Memphis and Dallas in the conference finals, I wouldn't be shocked. If I saw Memphis go home in the first round, I also would not be shocked.
That's kind of a point that we made like a couple podcasts ago when we did the virtual. We talked about how like it's just like the NBA nowadays. There's so much talent now. Like
so
basketball has evolved over the years. We got like all these European talents that are in MVP conversations. That wasn't something we were saying back in 2010.
This is some of arguably. I don't want to say ever. In recent memory, the most parity you've seen in the NBA.
Yeah, like it's no, like we discussed this already, but it's no like clear favorite this year.
Yeah,
despite
like
the fact that obviously the Suns are running through people, but I don't think nobody's really looking at the Suns like, oh, the Suns are locked to win the championship. Nobody's saying that.
Like the Clippers,
nobody's saying
like
that.
the Clippers are the AFC. If they play the Suns in the first round, they could go home. They could go home. I would pick Phoenix to win, but if they lost, what?
Versus a healthy Clippers team?
I mean, but healthy, no.
Okay.
Well, actually, healthy even, yes. Because Kawhi hasn't played basketball in a year.
I mean, that's fair. But, I mean, honestly, I've been wanting to make a bet with you, though. I know.
Up?
But when
What's
I win out, I know I don't want you to. You need to watch a TV show. I need you to watch Insecure. If I win the bet, you got to watch the season of Insecure.
I've seen the first season of Insecure.
Oh, you got to watch the second season. Did you like it?
It was cool.
Oh,
I don't dislike Insecure. It's just like I'm not about to spend my Friday night watching Insecure.
It's 27 minutes an episode.
Yeah, I know. I'm just.
You gotta finish. We're gonna make a bet. I don't know what it's gonna be. We're gonna make once the playoffs come. We're gonna make a bet. If I win the bet, you gotta finish. I don't know what you want from me, but you gotta finish Insecure. Cause I know you talking about you don't watch TV.
All right, you gotta watch Sex and the City.
Oh God,
Sex and the City is a great show. Don't do that. Sex and the City is no, don't do that. Sex and the City is a great show. Sex and the City is a great show, brother. A great show.
How many seasons is Sex and the City? Ain't it like a billion?
Nah, just watch season 1.
All right, for sure.
Just watch season 1. Yeah, it's like 6 seasons.
Or what?
It's on HBO Max.
All right, I got that too. That's cool.
Yeah,
right.
just watch. Yeah, just.
But once we get the CDs and stuff, we're gonna pick our favorites. And
all right, cool. Let's do it. All right, cool. Let's do it. But no, like if Clippers played, even without Kawhi Leonard, like it wasn't like they got. Yes, they lost 4-1. Was it 4-1 or 4-2?
What series?
Last year, Clippers. Was it 4-1?
Clippers Mavericks or
no? Clippers Suns. Was it 4-1 or 4-2?
It was 4-2. When PG was out there by himself.
Those games could have went either 3-1 either way.
Yeah, it was a couple. That one DeAndre had
like DeAndre Ayton lob at the end when PG
Mm-hmm.
missed the 2 free throws one game. Like that series easily was pretty evenly matched.
I'm not mad at that.
Like arguably Paul George is the best player on the court.
Not mad at that.
Arguably. Even this year, you put a healthy Paul George. I shout out Devin Booker. I think Paul George is a better basketball player.
I'm not mad at that either. I can't disagree with that either. But yeah, like we in for some really great basketball. From the play-in to the playoffs, we in for some really.
I mean, and then look, you go with the Eastern Conference. The Nets are the AFC.
I got my Kevin Durant jersey on.
They're the AFC.
He's been playing great basketball since he's came back from injury.
They are the AFC. The Nets could make the finals. They could also lose in the first round. It could happen. It can happen.
I'm not mad at that, man. Like it's like we in for if we look back at these podcasts like after the playoffs start, we'll be like, oh, like nobody really like saw whatever's happening.
I mean, look, there's Denver and Warriors right now.
Mm-hmm.
You confident that the Warriors beating Denver right now?
I'm not.
Even if they come back, still don't know how to come because who guarding Jokic? Who on the wall? Who?
Looney.
Draymond? In 2022?
Jokic has too much of a size advantage over Draymond.
I mean, then you go to the East. What, right now, 7-2 matchup? Okay, the Bucks beating the hell out of Cleveland. I can tell you that. They beating the hell out of Cleveland. Boston and Toronto, that's a good series.
That is a good series.
That's a good series.
Toronto just beat Cleveland. And I think Siakam had like 30.
Toronto just beat Boston.
Yeah, Toronto just beat Boston.
Yeah, but nobody played in that game. But still, I still think it's a good series, though.
I feel you.
Like, just from how long Toronto is. Toronto can guard anything Boston wants to do. Like, I remember when they played the Clippers, they put a lineup out there. It was Fred VanVleet, and everybody else was 6'8". I'm like, this is reckless.
Fred
VanVleet, and everyone else was 6'8". It was like
that's fire.
It was like Scotty was at the out. They didn't even have positions. It was just people on court. Like Scotty was out there, Siakam was out there, and this was OG was hurt too. So it was Scotty, it was Siakam. I think it was Birch. No, it was Scotty, Siakam. Gary Trent wasn't named. Scotty, Siakam, Boucher, and Precious.
Wow,
that was just their lineup that they was running.
That's fire.
All 6'8", 6'9".
Yeah. Toronto has been playing good basketball for years.
Exactly.
Obviously under Nick Nurse, but yeah, that team is gonna be dangerous.
And Nick Nurse, when you talk, even if you look at coaching, you got to factor in. Like people always say in the playoffs, I think it is your stars can get you about 2 games, and your coach can get you 1. Nick Nurse can win you a game just by coaching.
That's fair. So yeah,
Ty Lue can win you a game by coaching.
I'm mad. I'm salty. He ain't come to the Lakers. You heard about that drama?
Yeah, but I think that like they wanted to pick his staff for him, and he was like, "Fuck out of here."
Yeah, and like they said, apparently like they thought he was gonna cater to LeBron too much, so they didn't want to have too much LeBron.
He never. Nah.
So
he's
yeah,
never
it was
done
wrong,
that,
but like apparently that's what Jeannie and them thought he.
But like he's never done that. Though.
Exactly. Yeah. Like
somebody do their research.
That's the Lakers front office, man. Very questionable decision making from Rob Pelinka and those boys over the past couple of years,
But yeah, so now I think just the age of the NBA that we in right now, especially this year, with the COVID disruptions and and the I want to say the power balance is swinging, but like people say, the East is the weaker conference, which I never. It goes in waves. In the '80s, the West was weak, and that's why the Lakers would just run through the West. Outside of when they played the Rockets them 2 years, they would just run through the West. Like the Rockets was supposed to be the other team, then Ralph Sampson got hurt, and it's like, well, the Rockets kind of got to rebuild. You just got Hakeem there, and then in the '80s, the East was the team that was you had Boston, you had the Celtics, you had Mike coming up.
I feel you.
You had
that's why I feel like also LeBron gets too much credit.
Why?
Because the East was not good for years.
Yeah, but if you do that in the '90s, the East wasn't good when Jordan was in the '90s. East was the best other player that.
But you know the difference though that you just skipped over.
What?
He was getting to the finals and still winning. LeBron James was getting to the finals and getting smoked on the.
How many times did LeBron James? How many times did LeBron James play with? How many times did LeBron James play with the best player at his? How many times did LeBron James play with the best player at his position?
The best player at his position.
Yeah, well, at their.
See, you had to narrow it down to avoid all the other help he had.
How?
What do you mean? You just say other good players.
Michael Jordan literally played with the best small forward the duration of the 90s.
You had to narrow it down, though, to avoid all the other help LeBron James has had.
How much more help you need to Scottie Pippen?
How much more help do you need to Scottie Pippen?
In the 90s?
You ignoring what LeBron James had. He had his own form of help.
Listen to what I'm saying. How much more help do you need than Scottie Pippen in the 90s?
How much more help did LeBron James need?
In the era of expansion.
How much more help did LeBron James need? You supposed to be the greatest player of all time in most people's eyes. You got Kyrie Irving and dude who's to me the greatest second option in NBA history. Top 3 greatest second option in NBA history.
I don't know about all that. I don't know about.
You cannot name a second option who averaged more than he averaged in the 2016 finals.
I probably could if I
maybe one, but I think Kobe probably. But that's the only one.
Okay, Kobe. Okay, average.
That's not enough, and you getting swept with him on your team.
Probably.
You can beat in 5 with him on your team?
Probably like Jerry West.
You going down in 5 with him? Like LeBron was like you could argue that for Jordan, but at least Jordan was still getting to the opposite conference and he was still smoking them. LeBron James got to the biggest stage and he lost on multiple occasions.
Listen to what I'm saying. How many times has LeBron James played with the best player at their position? How many times?
I mean,
how many years does that happen for LeBron James?
So
I'm just tell me the year. Don't before you respond. Tell me. No, stop. Before you respond, answer my question.
Can I respond with the question?
No. What type of shit is this? Respond with an answer.
But it's a very relevant, fair question.
Respond with an answer, then ask a question. How many times has LeBron? Tell me a time when LeBron James played with the best player at their position.
2016, he played with Kyrie Irving.
He was the best point guard.
If you,
if I would,
do we need to compare the 2016 Steph Curry numbers versus Kyrie Irving numbers? Kyrie Irving embarrassed that motherfucker on the biggest stage. Warriors fans will tell you Steph was hurt, but Kyrie Irving had Steph Curry stumbling.
Kyrie was better basketball player.
He had Steph Curry stumbling in 2016 finals. I think he wasn't even close.
Stop. Kyrie Irving, stop.
Did you see the show he put on?
Stop. Kyrie Irving was a better. Stop. Kyrie Irving was a better basketball player than Steph Curry in 2015-16.
When it mattered the most.
Stop.
When it mattered, you bringing up full body. You talking about 2015? I'm talking about when it mattered the most on the biggest stage.
Unanimous. 73-9. Steph Curry,
Curry was on one knee.
Huh?
Curry was on one knee. We saw it.
Okay.
So,
but listen to what I'm saying. In the totality of everything that happened, you wouldn't tell me. And I love Kyrie. I fuck with Kyrie.
We have real evidence of this though. Like it already happened.
He was a better bet.
He abused that man. He made Steph Curry look like he don't need to be there. Like even Klay Thompson looked like he didn't want to. Nobody was looking for this. Like Kyrie Irving was just like,
listen.
He put on a masterpiece.
Listen,
and that was LeBron James.
Listen,
listen.
I think Kyrie Irving could have possibly won,
FMVP, Finals MVP.
Todd Bowles is the new Bucks head coach. Okay. Anyway, yes, I think Kyrie Irving could have won Finals MVP, but you're not gonna sit here and look me in my face and tell me throughout the totality of the 2015-16 season that Kyrie Irving was a better basketball player than Steph Curry. Get the fuck out of my house.
But why is that relevant though for what happened in the final? It's not relevant for what happened in the final. Like we saw what actually happened when it actually mattered. We have the result.
They lost.
Steph Curry was targeted. Klay Thompson was pretty much targeted. Like it didn't matter who the fuck you put in front of him, and that was LeBron James' side piece.
Yeah, of course.
That was like, come on.
Of course, I love
that's
Kyrie.
like the ultimate help.
Listen.
Jordan had never played with nobody who could get a bucket like Kyrie Irving, and it's not even close.
LeBron never played with nobody who could guard somebody like Scottie Pippen.
Oh, for real? He didn't play with Anthony Davis in 2020?
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I was waiting for you to say AD. Okay. I would have took anybody else. No, and actually AD won the best because Giannis was there. Point being is Michael Jordan consistently for the duration of his winning years played with the best player at their position. You had the best small forward and the best shooting guard in the NBA on the same team.
The best small forward. I mean, LeBron had what? The best small. He had a guy who played up to the standards of the best point guard, and
that's dope. Scottie Pippen.
And we didn't even mention Kevin Love.
That's dope. Scottie Pippen every single night.
J.R. Smith. He was hitting threes from half court.
J.R. Smith was balling, but stop.
He was hitting threes from half court.
Listen, they had a great team. You do not win rings without having a great team.
They had Smith.
A great. Listen,
from half court in anybody's face.
Listen, they had a great team. You do not win rings without having a great team. I'm not.
Tristan Thompson, double T on every time the ball came out the rim. Who was getting that?
Dennis fucking Rodman.
Offensive rebound.
Dennis Rodman.
Who else they had down there? That was a good team.
I didn't say it wasn't a good team. It was a great team. I just said Michael Jordan played with the second best small forward for the duration. No, the best small forward for the duration of the 90s. The only 2 years I'll let you argue with is late 90s with Grant Hill.
You can give him that, but still to the duration. If you compare Jordan and LeBron, it's still not closest for
okay, I mean, yes, I think Michael Jordan is bronze 3 on my list. They solidified at 3. Jordan's 1, Kareem's 2, bronze 3. My point being is the full point was the Eastern Conference when LeBron was there ain't like it was much worse in the East when Jordan was there. Both conferences was lacking.
Back when you said
Yeah.
But like I said though, Jordan was still getting the job done when he met the other conference.
I understand what you're saying.
LeBron can't relate. That's why. That's what separates them two.
I understand what you're saying, and I'm not arguing back. I'm just also saying LeBron James never played with the best player at their position for a full decade. That never happened.
Michael Jordan never played with somebody who could average 28 points per game in the finals.
Well, no, because I'm not throwing you the ball enough for you to average 28 points per game in the finals because I'm shooting that bitch.
LeBron James is not good enough to have that mentality.
No, that's just not the player he is.
He's just not good enough to have that mentality.
No, he's just not the player he is. And the
he
offense
has to lean on someone else. The two biggest shots of LeBron James' career was not shot by him.
Okay, that's okay. That's fine.
That's not fine.
Arguably, some of the biggest shots of Michael Jordan's career wasn't shot by Jordan.
But there was different circumstances. Not
How?
the same thing.
Was it different circumstances?
Not the same thing.
How? John
Kyrie
Paxson
Irving had an isolation play call for him. John Paxson had an isolation play call for him?
No, but the play was called for John.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but the play was called for John Paxson. It was literally called for John Paxson.
Because Jordan didn't have he was double team, right? Or he didn't have a look.
Yeah, the first one, he ran up court, passed it, and they collapsed and he swung it out. The other play with Steve Kerr, they collapsed and they doubled him.
The Ray Allen 3 and the Kyrie Irving shot didn't happen like that.
Yeah, okay.
The Ray Allen 3 happened off of LeBron brick. And then kicked it out to him.
The Kyrie shit happened after LeBron blocked the shot. If you don't block the shot, why are we doing? I don't want to argue LeBron James and Michael Jordan. Yes, I understand Michael Jordan's greatest basketball player of all time. Point being is there are discrepancies you can use. There are discrepancies you can use against every single great player if you go out throughout the history of the game. If I want to go, Bill Russell, you could say it was 13 teams in the league. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, you could say he didn't dominate in the era of centers. A whole bunch of other centers won rings when he was the best in the league. He did not dominate. You go to the 80s with Magic Johnson, the fucking West was weak. You go to the 80s with Larry Bird, they never won back to the back. You go to the 90s with Michael Jordan, era of expansion, they added about 6 different teams between 1988 and 1996. LeBron James, super teams, lost in the finals. You can do this shit with everyone.
Yeah, you're right.
Do this shit with everyone.
What someone talking about. Did you see Draymond Green comments about LeBron James's?
Yeah, fuck out of here, Draymond Green. Shut your ass
Draymond on
up.
bullshit. You agree Draymond was on bullshit, right?
He wasn't on bullshit. Yes. It's a great moment whenever LeBron passes it, and I'm sure he's not literally going to miss the game. But Draymond's working on his second life, bro. You gotta take everything Draymond says with a grain of salt.
How many years he been in the league?
Like a decade at this point.
He could do what he doing for another 5, 6 years, 7 years.
Can he? Can he?
Is that much of a question?
Yes.
Because of the back.
5, 6, 7 years. You said 6, 7 years?
Because of the back?
Yeah. How old is Draymond right now?
That's a good question.
Draymond got gray hair in his beard.
A lot of motherfuckers got gray. Bron done had gray hair for how long?
Bron is 40. Almost. Draymond Green is 32 years old. Draymond got about 3 years left. Maximum.
And then what? Until you can start getting minimum contracts or before?
No, until he probably needs to retire.
Draymond retiring in 3 years. What is it? 2022.
Draymond has about 3-4 years left.
I don't know, man, but yeah, that's very disappointing comment from.
How long Draymond got left on this deal? Draymond has.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Draymond Green came out and said that on the night when LeBron James passes Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, even if the Warriors have a game that day, he will miss his own personal game and he will go to the LeBron James game to witness him pass Kareem. That's what he said.
He might miss his game, though.
So you think he actually will pull that?
He might. He might.
That's not the Draymond Green that we know. That the league, that took the league by storm in 2015, 2014.
I'm 33 years old. I won 3 rings. I'm going to the Hall of Fame. Fight me.
Nah, bro. You still act like a player. Do you want to sit with Charles Barkley or do you want to play? It's one or the other, G. It's one or the other,
He wants to do both.
It's one or the other, man.
He wants to do both.
You can't be out here riding a dude who in your conference, same division, not even conference, same division. You can't be out here riding him like that.
He wants to do both.
Give him his like, mans. Bro. That's not cool.
That's his man's.
Like, you don't know if you saw the Urkel video. Urkel was like, "Get off your knees."
That's his man's. That's his man's. That's his man's, bro.
The same dude who got him suspended in the 2016 finals.
That's his man's, G. That's his man's.
Same dude he seen. What? Same. Oh my god, man.
Fucking Chris Paul and all them and Bron used to come to came to D Wade last game. Is it different? Why is it different?
They didn't have games scheduled that day.
They didn't have games scheduled that day. That's fair.
And that's just, I mean, and they're
I can't get a day off.
They're known as friends. Bron and
Draymond are known as friends,
but Bron not back in 2017, not back in when the whole
they low key always been cool.
They had one of the coldest like versus battles in probably NBA history.
That don't mean they weren't cool.
They had one of the coldest battles in NBA history. That don't mean
they weren't cool though.
Like you gonna look down and like what?
LeBron came to Steph college games, bro. They all cool. G. It's like 400 hoopers. G. They all cool.
But it's like, bro, like what?
That's his man's.
What is it? It's Magic versus Jordan. It's a couple different things. It's like
Magic and Bird was Magic man's. G.
But still, though,
Isaiah and Bird. No. Isaiah and Magic was cool.
But you would never hear Isaiah or Magic say some shit like that while they were still in the league. Oh man, I'm gonna miss my own game.
Larry Bird literally said Magic Johnson is the best player ever. After that, he whooped his ass in the finals.
After he beat him already, right?
No, after Magic beat him.
This shit was already over. We still mid-season. I mean, well, end of the season.
Gee, he about to break Kareem record. G.
Oh my god, bro. Still have some pride though, bro. You gotta support your own. That's not okay.
He working on his media career, bro. He working on his media career. G. He got 3 years left. Draymond has 3 to 4 years.
He's not in the media yet.
Yes, he is. He has a full podcast he does every single week, like he us. He got a whole podcast. He do every single week like he us.
I definitely do see Draymond posts. I don't watch the
He be having. I don't either, but he got a full podcast. He do everything like he us.
I do see his
He be in that damn
like
hotel room with that fucking mic. On goddamn StreamYard.
Draymond got
on goddamn StreamYard with an overlay on it, having a full conversation like we doing right now. Draymond is a media member who also hoops. Draymond been more. Gee, I remember more things Draymond has done off the court than on the court this year.
For real?
Yes.
Wasn't Draymond before he got hurt? Wasn't he in the leader and defensive player of the year conversations though?
That was
So what you mean?
And you know how many moments he's had off the court this year? A lot of them. Draymond done some fire podcasts this year.
I know he had Embiid on there.
Nah, G, you ain't see when he went on Reddit podcast? Fire. Draymond just dropped some fire this year, bro. Some fire this year.
That's crazy, man.
If they gave out
top podcast of the year, something like that, in the NBA out of the NBA players or something like top media,
top just like top. I don't know NBA shit. Draymond up there right now. It's like Draymond, Redick, and like Gilbert.
Draymond, Redick, and Gilbert. I'm trying to think who was.
Shout out BD point guard, him too.
Oh yeah, of course.
All the smoke, but he
Barnes,
up in there.
Oh yeah.
They It's like category 5 people. They all in there. Draymond in there too. He dropped some fire this year. Some fire.
LeBron with the shop as well. Even though
you still watch the shop?
I don't watch it, but I always see the big quotables. Like, the most recent one that went viral when he was talking about how every time he looked for a LeBron hater in the crowd before it started. I mean, I see, like, I don't watch it, but I see the main quotes.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, Draymond's working on a second life, bro. Like, I don't really get too.
It's just not cool though. Not when you mid competition, you like at least do that shit. Say that shit in the summer or something. Not when you heating up playoff time. Like you could, like when he said that, you could have possibly seen the Lakers in the play-in or something. I mean, not in the play-in, but you could have seen him in the first round. My bad, not playing.
Okay.
First round, but it's just like
I'm still play against you hard, bro.
Not mid competition.
I'm still gonna play against you hard.
Like just at least wait till the summer or something.
I'm still gonna play my best against you. You just my mans.
I'm just like an old head on this shit. That shit's soft as hell.
But can we talk about the Clippers and the Jazz game from last night? I really want to talk about it from.
Oh God!
Actually, two things.
I know what you want to say.
Two things. I'm gonna ask this question. I'm gonna get some wine. Is it time for the Jazz to break it up?
Is it time for the Utah Jazz to break it up? I mean, it just honestly depends on what like the direction the Utah Jazz want to go in. If they still want to compete, you don't break it up. You pay both of them, and you keep it together.
Already.
I mean, well, you keep them on the payroll and you try to build it. Like, obviously, over the couple years, they made a couple moves. They brought in Clarkson. They brought in Mike Conley. They brought in, who else have they brought in over the years to help them? But Boji wasn't there the whole time, was he? They brought in Boji. They've made like decent pieces. They can keep them together and just keep making these pieces, and hopefully one year something happens. But I mean, it seems like the direction, in my honest opinion, they might want to go ahead and break them up. But I saw some of your tweets you saying that like if Rudy gets to the Clippers or something, it's over for everybody.
Yeah. Why you laughing?
Because I mean, how's that with cap wise and everything?
I mean, I don't know how it can work. I'm not, but I just said like I think the homie was like, yo, teams better pray that if they break them up, that they pick Donovan over Rudy, which they will, because Rudy could take a lot of teams over the top.
I mean, it just depends. I feel like Donovan might voice. I feel like he'd be more the type of guy to voice he want to be going though over Rudy.
Nah, but I also like Donovan puts more people in the seats.
That's fair, but if he voices,
if
he voices that he wants to leave, you got to get him out of there.
If he voices he wants to leave, they'll probably just break the whole thing up.
The whole thing. I guess, but I mean, if they want to keep, because obviously Utah, Salt Lake City, one of the better fan bases in the league
for sure.
They definitely top 5 for sure. They home games for Utah, they're gonna be up there, all white, whatever, all blue, whatever the night is. They gonna shout, they gonna scream, and they gonna for years it's been like that.
I'm also starting to have issues with the Jazz coach and just how they run the offense. Like again, I'm there last night. Granted, Rudy started off a little bit slow offensively. Like he made a couple mistakes. He missed some free throws, but they was up 20. Second half comes, literally he didn't touch the ball for 30 minutes of game time. He didn't touch the basketball.
At all?
No. For 30 minutes of real time, didn't touch the ball.
Sheesh.
Like he set the screens, rolled into the rim. There was a play when he had Reggie Jackson sealed. Where Reggie was fronting him. Meaning it was nobody between Rudy and the basket. Throw the fucking ball up. Throw it near the basket. Just throw it up there. Let him tap it in. And then they'll dump it to him after he done rolled 30 times and ain't touched the ball, and he'll fuck up. Yeah, I didn't think I was finna get the ball. I done rolled 30 times and you ain't gave it to me. I ain't felt the chicken in 30 minutes.
So, honestly, what it's going to come down to you, are you, as the veteran, Mike Conley's there making $30 million a year, I'm pretty sure, something up there, 28, something like that.
I think it was Mike Conley's last year.
Do you think he's disappointing his team as far as that? Because even if I was a coach, one of the first things I would establish amongst the guards if I had a guy like Rudy, is you got to look for this. So do you think Mike Conley is
all of them? Donovan too? No.
But Donovan, that's not that's not his archetype.
It don't matter.
He young. He's a scorer.
No, Mike Conley.
That's why Mike Conley was brought there.
Yes.
So it seemed like he's
Mike Conley. Mike Conley, I think too many times goes and looks for the floater over looking to just lob it to Rudy.
He looks for the floaters too much. So,
yes, they don't incorporate Rudy enough in the offense. Teams should not be able to go small and get away with that. If you go small on me, I'ma find ways. You said, post moves. I don't need post moves if I'm 7'3" and a motherfucker on me 6'4". You mean to me you mean to me you can't throw the ball near the rim and I tap it in? G, you want me to go out it's almost like a fucking respect thing. You play basketball.
Definitely.
Okay. You on the court playing the hell out some defense. Mm-hmm. You come down, you want to feel the ball, don't you? Mm-hmm. You want to shoot it too.
Hell yeah.
What you think he want to do? I want to score points too.
Yeah, I feel you on that, definitely. Especially if you got a mismatch or something. It's on the. You got to get him to
you got to be like G. He took 2 shots the whole second half. What are we doing?
Damn.
What are we doing?
That's bad.
And both of them didn't come until late in the fourth quarter.
Sheesh.
There was a play in which Donovan came off a screen. Rudy is diving to the rim. Donovan goes, slings that bitch to the corner of the Clarkson. Rudy is diving to the rim. Slings it past Rudy to the corner of the Clarkson. Now, if Clarkson is on fire, I have no issue with that. He was 4 for 18. Or 5 for 16, which is all right, but okay. I just think when the Jazz come, again, that same issue I had with the Suns. You have a high percentage player. We can do this every episode. You have a high percentage player who you are not using correctly. So I don't think the Jazz need to, quote unquote, break the team up. I think they need to use the pieces that they have in a much better way. And I think that right now, and historically for the past couple of years, they haven't been doing that. Even like I said, we can go back to like the playoffs last year. Everybody's, talking about, oh, Rudy got played off the floor. Number one, the Jazz have had a perimeter defense issue for I don't know how long. You can't just funnel everybody to Rudy Gobert, dog. I know you pay a lot of money for defense. You still can't just funnel everybody to Rudy Gobert. You can't do it. Secondly, you have a small backcourt. Donovan Mitchell is 6 feet. Mike Conley is 6 feet. All right, cool. It's not like either of these people are Chris Paul defensively. I like Mike Conley defensively. Mike Conley has been good defensively in his career. Mike Conley is not an elite defender. He's probably also, though, your probably best perimeter defender. Maybe it's probably Mike Conley. Like, you have you have a perennial defensive superstar on your team. How the fuck do you have a perennial defensive superstar and you have nobody else that can even make second team all defense? The roster is just, in my personal opinion, built somewhat wrong. They're building around Donovan's offense, and I don't think Donovan's offense is, now granted, I know he has, I think, the best offensive rating in the league, if I'm not mistaken, but I think Donovan's offense can be schemed for more than what Rudy's defense can be schemed for. Like, when Rudy is in the paint, some shit that you normally do in the paint, you just can't do no more. Times last night when, like, Reggie Jackson would drive to the rim, and he would either pull up short or, like, just adjust the shot weirdly because I have somebody who's 7'2", 7'3", standing right there in the paint. I think the Jazz need to get some more defenders, need to get some more perimeter defenders, and also just run their offense better. Like, if you have a guy like Rudy, who's 7'2", who usually gets at least 10 mismatches a game, you have to at least attempt to exploit those mismatches. Now, will he be perfect every time? No. But if a man is rolling to the rim, he should at least get a touch 1 out of every 5 possessions.
1 out of every 5?
Yeah.
Every 5 possessions they come down, one of them need to go to Gobert?
Just like let him touch the ball. He don't have to shoot it every time. Let him feel the ball. Because then I get this. Because then I get this. No, nobody want to set screen, block shots, roll all around, set screens, rolls rim. No, you ain't going to get it. The other team know you ain't going to get it.
Look, yeah, to be completely honest with you, I kind of stole that coaching point from you. Like I said, I've been doing a little bit of coaching. And there was this guy, there was a kid out there who was, like, bigger than everybody else. Like he had at least, there was nobody else on the court at least about within 4 inches and probably about 30 pounds. And I'm just watching him straight. And I getting him involved. I'm like,
give him the ball.
I'm like, gee. Like,
throw him the ball.
Get him, like, you got to get the, like.
Throw him the ball.
He possesses something nobody else in this court possesses.
Size.
Like,
use it.
Exactly. Yeah, so they got Mike Conley been in the league too long for this. He played with Zach Randolph.
Marc Gasol.
Yeah, Zach Randolph, Marc Gasol. And just off that experience alone, you would think that he would be able to take the initiative and he would be the guy there. This would be like seem like a problem you would have if you don't have a Mike Conley. So, but they do have a Mike Conley. So you think a guy, considering what he's been through and the players he's played with, and obviously the experience he has, all the deep playoff runs he's had, that he'd take the initiative and he'd grab the ball and like, hey, let's go back.
He ain't touched it in about 6 times.
Exactly.
Let me get you a lob or something.
So yeah, shout out the coaching staff and Conley, them their whole guards as a whole. I'm not going to. That's not just because that's not. I mean, Clarkson, Donovan, that's not really their archetype. They're not known for that.
But still,
but at the same time, even with like just they all got to be held accountable. I'm not going to disagree with you this time. Because he definitely does. Like, it just doesn't make sense. They just shoot themselves in the foot. They're not using all their weapons the way they should be using them.
I agree. And yeah, the Clippers, man, they look nice. But again, just PG coming back just does so much for this team. It takes them from being, they were already a good defensive team, but now when you put Paul George, who's probably one of the better, not probably, it is one of the better wing defenders in the NBA, it gives them a different element. Like, there was times yesterday in which they would just put Rocco and PG on Conley and Donovan, and they couldn't even damn it. Like, I was sitting damn near courtside, so every time Donovan runs to the rim, he's muscles wild flexing because he's trying to bounce off people and throw the ball to the basket. Like, it just gives the Clippers a different level of defensive prowess. And Isaiah Hartenstein brings something different to the Clippers as well. I like Zubac, and I'm happy to actually move Serge so Isaiah could get some time to shine. But I think he learned a lot from Jokic, and you can run offense through Isaiah Hartenstein because he can pass the ball so well. So, yeah, the Clippers are this is just they are I don't think anybody is like, yeah, we want the Clippers.
Almost, yeah. Oh, I agree.
So Clippers are just an interesting, just a very interesting team. Interesting team. I think they play the Bulls next. I think they come back and I think they can play the Suns. No, not the Suns. They play the Pelicans on Sunday, and they got like a Suns game next week. But I'm just like the Suns probably be sitting people at that point in time because we're in the playoffs.
they smoking everybody.
We're in the playoffs. Why are we going through this? Suns favorite to win it.
Suns. If you want to, are they the favorites in Vegas? Is it still? I mean, they should be, right?
I think it's still the who are the Vegas favorites? Who are the Vegas favorites?
Let me see. Should we just ask Siri that?
Vegas favorites
to win the NBA championship.
The Suns are plus 300 now, so yeah, they're the favorites. Suns are plus 300. Brooklyn is still plus 500. The Nets are plus 587, plus 600, basically plus 500. Milwaukee is plus 600, plus 650, plus 650. Golden State plus 700. Philly is plus 900. Boston plus 950. And it just goes down from there. So yes, they are now the Vegas favorites to win the championship.
I mean, we'll see how it plays out. I mean, it's only fair to put them as we've seen them time to time throughout their whole season. All the pieces they have. Monty Williams has put in a great system there. They have great pieces that qualify for it. They got a defensive player of the year candidate. They got a couple MVP candidates. They got 2 All-Stars. They got number 1 pick in Aiden. They got
who you still don't respect.
Crowder. Campaign is taking charge off the bench. If you just look at their team and the way they show up every time it matters, they play the Bucks on national TV. They get that win. They beat the Warriors on national TV. They get that win. But yeah, they just show up when it matters. They have that team chemistry. They have the talent. I feel like there's nobody else you can call a favorite over them. But I don't expect them to win the championship. If I'd honestly probably bet against them to win it.
So who would you bet for?
If I really had to put my money on the line, I'd probably just have to pick the Bucks. But even I wouldn't really. But if I really had to, I'm just gonna give a bet on the Giannis dude.
I'm gonna be honest, dude.
I really want to
tall Greek guys.
If Ben Simmons was healthy, I for sure would go with the Nets. But just without him, it just that Nets team is just too vulnerable. I feel like if they still had, obviously they gutted their team for him. They still had Jared Allen or Caris LeVert, the guys they traded for that dude. I'd probably be more confident in them. But they gutted their team for him, and then the guy they gutted the team for them is not there. Either
but
one
they
of
did
them.
get Seth Curry, but they did get Seth Curry.
Seth Curry don't make. I love Seth Curry, but that's not he's not a Ben Simmons, and he's not a Ben
Simmons, and not James Harden.
So,
but he is a really good player.
He is a really and another thing, Seth Curry only makes $6 million a year.
Yeah, that's about what Seth Curry should make.
What?
How much money do you think he should make?
For what he brings and how he helps every team he's played on, he should at least double that. I think his agent need to.
Nah, he about $10 million. He about a maximum $10 million a year.
I think he's about 12. I mean, he's not even getting that though. So you just admitted his agent is not.
That's fair.
He's very underpaid. But I would bet on the Nets, but without Ben Simmons there, without Harden, without Jared Allen, without Caris LeVert, without those guys that they pretty much just shipped or aren't there for different reasons. Yeah, it's hard for me to trust in them. So if I just had to go with the Bucks. They got the championship pedigree. They got the experience. They brought all those guys back. I love Bobby Portis this year and what he's doing, hitting threes and throwing up 3-point signs, running down the court on everybody. Brook Lopez, Grayson Allen is playing great basketball for them.
Arguably no, he's not. I was about to lie to you. Don't even worry about it. I was gonna say arguably the best net in history, but fuck no, it's Dr. J or Jason Kidd. He is all-time leading scorer though. In Nets history.
Oh, Lopez?
Huh?
Oh, okay.
It's all-time leading scorer in Nets history.
He don't even play like that no more, though. He just stand on the 3-point line nowadays. He protect the rim a little bit.
Yeah, but that extended his career, though. He would not be in the league right now if he was still playing like he was in 2014.
Not if he was producing that way still.
Nah, I mean, they don't throw the ball in the post. Unless you Embiid.
Jokic get post touches. Post touches. Shit.
Unless you Jokic or Embiid. Cat, you ain't getting the ball in the post. Jonas will get it a little bit. Where you going, Jalen?
So this is a really good game. I haven't been paying attention too much.
I haven't either, but it's good.
What the hell was that, Horford? Let's go, Bam. And also the thing about the Nets that worries me is just like they don't have a big.
Drummond?
No.
No, Drummond. No. No.
If you look at the teams that they're gonna be competing with, if you want to win a championship, Miami Heat, Bam Adebayo, top tier big man, insanely good, max player, without a doubt. Obviously, Philly, Embiid, MVP candidate, Giannis, MVP candidate. If you want to compete with these dudes, you gotta have somebody to counter it somewhat. Like if you have Ben Simmons there, he's 6'10", 280. You could throw him at the 5 and he'll. No, 260? Something like that. My bad. But you get the point. Like you just had another. The Nets scare me because they don't have that. Like you can't just go into these battles with these elite big men with Nicholas Claxton and Andre Drummond. Like that just worries me a lot. With the Nets, despite the fact that they obviously got Kyrie who could get 40 any night, Durant could get 40, 50 any night. They got obviously Bruce Brown is solid, Seth Curry is very solid, but they just don't you gotta have that middle piece. You gotta have something. Ben Simmons obviously, I think he's more than capable of being that guy, but it's not gonna be there. It's looking like. So they just worry me a little too much without having that piece that if they say they had Jared Allen still, they didn't trade for Harden. Oh my goodness, they'd probably be the favorite.
Oh yeah, they had Jared Allen still. That'd be outrageous.
Yeah,
they had Jared Allen still.
Instead, they got played by Mr. Harden.
You would not let that go.
It's not cool, man. I don't condone
not let that go.
I don't condone it, but I mean it is what it is, and then considering what it is, the Nets is just not looking good without that piece that they're missing. That they should have.
I just don't think their offense is good enough.
Offense? I think it got more to do with defense. They don't have that. Nicholas Claxton and Andre Drummond as your centers is not getting the job done versus the guys that they're gonna be seeing as you get deeper in the playoffs. I'm
saying their offense isn't good enough because I don't believe in their defense in general. Mm-hmm. So that means you had to be historic offensively, and they aren't that.
I think it's the opposite of what you said.
They're not historic offensively though. It's a fact that they just aren't.
Yeah, I think the defense is more of a whole.
I agree with you, but for them, the best defense they can do is them scoring every time down, or scoring.
But that's mad unrealistic.
Listen, not every time down, but scoring at a very efficient level. I told you, both KD and Kyrie had to be both 50, 40, 90 in every series.
That's mad. It's not.
That's not unrealistic.
Look, you could literally add one piece, and then they could have that paint presence. It's nobody you can add to that team to make to where Kyrie and KD 50, 40, 90. I mean, maybe Ben Simmons. Yeah, Ben Simmons could probably. You think Ben Simmons could be that? Could get KD?
No, that would.
It would take a lot of pressure off them.
No, one that would make your defense better, but also it would give you a better offensive component because again, outside of Giannis and LeBron, he might be the best transition player in basketball.
I'm not mad at that.
So and we went to this last time. They don't really have any transition players. They're a very half court team right now.
But they have the pieces to execute in the half court. But I just don't think it's just enough. They were gutted, and they don't have the anything to represent what they were gutted for. They don't have nothing.
I agree.
No Jared Allen, no Ben Simmons, no Caris LeVert, no James Harden. All these guys are gone, and they have nothing to show for it. That's a great pass, and that's a great pump fake. Oh, he smoked it. Grant Williams smoked it.
It's a really good game. 74-72, Boston, Miami. 3:30 left in the third. How many minutes we at right now?
52.
52. Let's take it to midway through the fourth. Marcus Smart dribbling up.
Going out that screen. Tatum. Yup. Another screen. Who's that? He got PJ on him.
Good pass. One more. Nope.
Marcus Smart be shooting that shit, man.
Yeah, but I'm not.
Shoot too much?
Nah.
No? 8, 9 threes a game is not too much? How many?
He shoots 8 threes a game?
Let me look right now. He shoots too many, I know that. I feel like he shoots too many.
But I feel like he don't take that many bad shots. They be the shots he should take.
You don't think Marcus Smart shoots a lot of bad shots? You did say you didn't watch the Celtics that much.
I don't watch the Celtics that much. But when I see them, I don't think he takes why the fuck did you shoot that threes? But I also say that because I remember when Marcus was a scorer in college. You remember Marcus Smart in college?
Oklahoma State?
Yeah. Nah, he was getting buckets in college. Like, Marcus Smart is a guy where, like...
5 threes a game.
Yeah, like, Marcus Smart is a guy where, like, if he has 20 points, I'm not shocked.
This year is 5 threes. Last year was 6. The year before that, it was 6.6.
Okay, that's a little bit much. But again, Marcus is a guy where if he scores 20 points, I'm not shocked.
Yeah, I remember that draft very well. That was the Marcus Smart, Embiid, Randall, Giannis draft.
Wiggins.
Yeah, Wiggins.
Yeah. Like, again, like, if Marcus Smart has 20 points, I'm not, like, floored. Like, if Andre Roberson had 20, I'm falling out. I'm jumping off my balcony.
But yeah, that's why Marcus Smart is, like, everybody, like, who's an NBA fan know, like, what you get on Marcus Smart.
Yeah.
Like, he's well respected around there.
That's why I'm not mad when Marcus Smart takes those shots. Because I don't think of Marcus Smart as being somebody who's completely offensively inept.
That's fair. Stop
putting the Lakers on TV. I don't want to see this.
It's not gonna happen.
I know it's not gonna happen. I'm boycotting it for the rest of the year. Literally, I'm boycotting.
So you're not going to? What you mean? You've been to?
And I'm boycotting for the rest of the year.
You boycotting a lot. That's not true.
I'm boycotting.
You're not going to no more other games the rest of the year.
Nope. Don't want to see it. I'm cool.
Even if LeBron come back.
Nope.
And Davis.
Nope. I'm good. I'll take my free Clipper seats.
And why you like? Why is that? Why you?
I'm done. I'm boycotting them.
So what? So you had expectations that weren't met every time you went to a Laker game? Is that what you're saying?
Nah, I'm just.
So what, if your expectations,
I'm not buying tickets to see a losing team. That's not even gonna make the playoffs.
But that doesn't like you also get to see the other team as well though. It's not. You're not even a Lakers fan though. So like, what
you mean? I fuck with Brian.
But you're not a Lakers fan.
I fuck with Brian.
But you're not a Lakers.
I fuck with Brian.
So why does it matter?
It matters a lot. First of all, I thank God that I can say. I thought it was Julia Fox. I thank God that
she was pretty for sure.
Thank God that I can say this, but I've probably already seen the other team at some point. Just not against the Lakers.
But you didn't want to see Harden and B. That's prime time. Harden and B at the same time.
You talking about when they played the Clippers or the Lakers?
No, when they played the Lakers. I remember you told me you was glad you didn't get tickets when LeBron didn't play. Remember?
LeBron ain't fucking play.
But you still get to see Harden and B.
LeBron
and you still get the
didn't play.
Lakers Staples Center presentation.
I've seen Harden play at least like
Staples
Center forever. I've seen Harden play at least like 3-4 times in my life. I've never seen Embiid play though.
See?
But I've seen Harden play at least like 3-4 times in my life.
I think Malik Monk had 28 that game. Westbrook had a good game.
I'm riveting to go see Malik Monk score 28 points. I'm so excited about going to see Malik Monk score 28.
He get a fun 28.
That's really getting me out of my house to drive an hour.
He get a fun
in rush hour traffic to it. That's really gonna do it for me.
He get a fun 28.
Yeah, that's really gonna get me out of my house on a Wednesday night to drive an hour to go to the crypto center, to park my car for $30, to walk in the Staples Center. To spend at least 80 at the game because I'm gonna drink and I'm gonna bring somebody.
Only factor, G.
To watch Malik Monk score 28 points.
Malik Monk's not the only factor.
LeBron better be on the court if I'm playing for the Lakers tickets. LeBron better have his ass out there. LeBron, you better be on that damn court if I'm paying for these tickets. I'd have been mad as hell I bought them tickets, get that damn thing. LeBron James not playing. All right, relax. Well, LeBron ain't playing. I ain't going. StubHub, you go. On StubHub, DC's will go. On StubHub, they will go. Fuck out of here. I'm not.
You wild. I think it's still worth it, man. Especially if it's big time talent like MVP, Embiid, former MVP Harden, and current MVP, arguably Embiid.
That's a great layup. Jaylen Brown.
You wasn't even paying attention.
Shout out Jaylen Brown. I remember when people thought that they reached for him in the draft.
Doing? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was one of those people.
I was shocked when they picked him at. I thought he would go like more like 7, but I wasn't mad when they did that. But I was shocked that they picked him at 3.
Yeah, they saw the vision for sure.
For sure,
they saw it. Shout out to them. They had a drought in the draft for a long time, Boston, but they got hit on a couple picks with Brown, Smart.
We have a drought in the draft.
When they picked James White. You remember him that went to Kentucky?
They picked James White.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, but wasn't he a late first round pick though?
Was he?
Had to be late.
But they just weren't picking like guys that produce, and then I don't know where they picked guys who did start producing.
Boston's had some terrible luck, bro.
Jared Sullinger.
Did they pick Jared Sullinger?
I'm sure they did.
But that was a late first though, wasn't it?
Boston draft picks. Let me look them up right now.
Read them since that might go in because it's Kyle Lowry. Boom. Oh, okay. No, I didn't. Do them since 2005.
So it's a draft pick since 2005. All right, coming up.
They've had some solid picks.
So 2005, cool. They picked Gerald Green, Ryan Gomes.
Gerald Green was
Orion
solid.
Green, Randy Foy. Obviously, everybody.
They traded him. They picked him and traded him.
Jeff Green. He's
solid
good.
Pick.
Gabe Pruitt.
Don't know who that is.
Yeah. A couple other these are late first and late seconds. J.R. Giddens.
No.
Yeah.
I know who he is, but no.
Let me see. Well, they picked Avery Bradley in 2010.
Solid pick.
Marshawn Brooks in 2011.
No.
You know Marshawn Brooks?
I mean, I know, but like, no.
Sure.
Like, I know who he is, but
yeah,
like, no.
Etwan Moore.
Solid pick. They picked Etwan Moore. Didn't know that.
Jared Sullinger, Fab Melo.
They picked Fab Melo.
They did. Oh, my bad for that. I said James White. James Young is who I meant.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
that's what I meant.
James White, flight white.
Yeah.
Cincinnati player.
But they picked Marcus Smart and James Young that same year. And then
that's solid.
Oh, they did pick Terry Rozier in 2015.
Solid draft.
But they missed on R.J. Hunter.
Did they really miss on R.J. Hunter?
Yes, they missed on R.J. Hunter.
Yeah. But when he the last pick of the first round?
28th.
Yeah, like what? Can you miss on the 28th pick?
I guess. And then he got Jaylen Brown, Zizic, Yabusele.
Yabusele?
Yeah, Yabusele. They picked Nader. Obviously, they didn't keep him. He's all right.
You said Yabusele. Yabusele.
They picked Semi Ojeleye. Obviously, Tatum.
What you mean? They've had good drafts.
I guess.
They've had good drafts.
Yeah, Terry Rozier was definitely solid in 2015.
Yeah.
But that was 16th.
They've had good drafts.
They picked Aaron Nesmith in 2020. He's still playing Pritchard. Or they picked Desmond Bain? What?
They picked Desmond Bain?
And they traded him to Memphis. But they picked him.
That's unfortunate.
Wow.
Mavericks beat the Cavs.
Grant Williams is a starter for them now. They picked Thibault too?
By the way, Luka should get some MVP love too.
Definitely.
Luka had 35, 19, and 13 today.
I can't deny that.
35, 19, and 13 today, Luka Doncic. They just beat the Cavaliers. See what else is going on around the league today.
Who played?
This is Wednesday, yeah. Nuggets beat the Pacers. The Hornets are beating the Knicks. Oh, shit.
What's up?
No, I had to look him. No, I'm playing at fantasy. I had to make sure Archie was doing decent. That's why I said, oh, shit.
Did you pick him for today?
Yeah.
He got off? Oh.
No, he's
got you
got
to pick him versus the Hornets. That's one of them, like, honestly, fantasy, sleeper league. Somebody got the Hornets, you got to pick him for that game.
Yeah, but he's got 15 points.
The Hornets play very fast, and they put up a lot of points.
Yeah, but he only got 23 and 3 with 1 steal.
And if you want to keep it with the Hornets, you want to put up those shots, and you want to play fast right with him.
Yeah, so, but he ain't really.
The Hornets one of them, like you, the team playing against the Lakers, pick them.
I'm playing BD Hornets, to go to the fantasy championship.
The Spurs, pick them. You playing who?
BD to go to the fantasy championship.
Oh, for real? Are you up right now?
Lose. Yeah, but he ain't set his roster, so I'm up. But like,
you don't never know. Yeah,
You be mad as hell. Check your phone like,
because you don't really know yet.
You have no idea. The Hawks are winning by 40 right now.
Versus who?
The Thunder. But the Thunder got people I never heard of playing right now. Like, this shit is crazy. This is always an interesting time of the year. Draft talk. Can you give me, who would you like to see go where?
Who would I like to see go where?
In a perfect world, all teams in the lottery. Who would you like? Let's say, what's the guy from Duke? How you pronounce his name? Banchero, Chet Holmgren, Jabari Smith. Who would you like to see go where?
Who would I like to go where? I would like to
in a perfect world
send Chet to Oklahoma.
I agree with that.
Send
Shea, Josh Giddey, and Chet that's a decent future.
I feel you. Send Banchero to Houston.
Why Houston for Banchero?
I feel like they could use a guy like on the wing that you could go to. He's very comfortable on the wing, getting the ball in that area and working in that area. and just doing his business from there. They got a guy. Obviously, they got Jalen Green, KPJ on the wings. You got Christian Wood spreading the floor and getting his buckets in the paint. You got another guy who can on that mid-level spot on the court.
Christian B on the wing. Christian B shooting threes.
Christian be doing a little bit there. Christian is a really good player.
He's solid.
Yeah. So I think Banchero, send him to Houston to get him another option. A guy Jalen Green and him could maybe dump it down to, and the guy they could go through late in the games who has size and who can shoot the ball and he can get his own bucket. He kind of like he obviously is not as good, but he kind of reminds me of Melo a little bit.
Everybody does this for every fucking.
I'm sorry.
Forward who
I hit the button for myself.
Score a little bit. Everybody fucking does that. We did it for Jabari. We did it for Michael Beasley.
I'm sorry.
We did it for Jabari. Melo from the left.
Shit,
Beasley.
Good comparison too.
Melo from the left. Michael Beasley.
But yeah, I think him. And then who was the last guy you named?
Jabari Smith.
Jabari Smith. Also, like Caleb Love on North Carolina, he's having a good.
I like Jaden Ivey as well.
Yeah, for sure.
I want Jaden Ivey in Detroit.
You want him in Detroit? Why is that?
I don't know how much it. Well, okay, I don't want Jabari Smith in Detroit because I fuck with Marvin Bagley, and to me, Marvin Bagley damn near like a rookie, honestly, because like Sacramento never played him.
You think he's still like a rookie?
Damn near, like he never played in Sacramento. Like you could label Marvin Bagley a bust. I don't think he'll never be a superstar.
Didn't
but he may
averaged
be
like 12 and 6 though.
Yeah, but
you
like
gotta play a little bit to get 12 and 6.
Yeah, but like he wasn't like for you to be the second pick. I don't think Sacramento ever gave him a fair shake.
I mean, they definitely didn't build.
Like they didn't
him.
give they didn't really give him an opportunity to fail.
Let me look at how many minutes Marvin Bagley averaged.
Like they never gave him an opportunity to like just.
I know him and Luke Walton was definitely butting heads, right?
Like they never saw what he could be, and even in Detroit, I think in Detroit he's been decent. He's been giving you at least I want to say at least like 17 in Detroit.
So for Detroit, he's averaging 27 minutes. Last year in Sacramento, only 21. The year before that in Sacramento, 23. The year before, 25, 25, 25. Is that not you should at least him a little bit more? Or?
I mean, he's giving you 14, 6.
Last year, 21 minutes is pretty bad. I mean.
Okay, maybe I guess I wouldn't want to see Jabari. Okay, at first I said Jabari in Portland.
Jabari in Portland?
Yeah.
I like him there or even maybe Chet as well there.
No, I don't like Chet there because I think Chet is a work in progress. I don't think Chet can come in day
Portland
one.
Is trying to
I think like Portland, you got to come in day one. Chet or Banchero.
Really though?
Huh?
Oh, dude, Banchero is a good fit for Portland. You saying?
I think Chet or Banchero for Portland. No, not Chet. Not Jabari or Banchero for.
So you think Jabari would be better off the rip than Chet?
Yes.
I don't know, man.
Now, I'm even looking at like body type. Like Chet gotta put some weight on, bro.
Let me see how much Chet weighs right now.
Like 210 pounds, gotta be.
How much did Porzingis weigh his rookie year?
I don't know, but I feel like it was more than 210.
Oh, sheesh. Yeah, this dude, Chet Hogan, I said only weighed 194.
Gee, he's 7'2". Come on, what are we doing?
I weigh 194.
Like, G, what are we doing, G? You are a stick, bro. That means you, like, this big, bro. Like, you, like, from day one, I don't think he'll be as ready as, like, a Jabari or like a Banchero. So, I would like Jabari. I mean, honestly, looking at what Bagley is doing, that's probably more of a 6-man bench role. So, I could see Jabari in Detroit as well, which I'll just look at, like, Bagley's numbers, because I'm assuming Bagley in the offseason. How much you think Bagley gets? $60 million?
Somebody giving Bagley. Who did nobody give him that much?
60? He can't get 60?
Hell no.
Markelle Fultz got $60 million. Bagley can't get 60? Markelle forgot how to shoot.
Fultz is a guard.
Bagley is a 4. He can't get 60?
No, I'm not paying. No.
60?
He not getting 60.
He can't get 60.
No. He gonna sign for somewhere for.
He can't get 60 for 3.
He might get 10.
No, he's getting more than 10. G.
Marvin back. I don't.
He's not getting 30 million. He's not getting 3 for 3. No, G. He's getting G. He's getting 60.
He don't bring nothing to the court that say I'm gonna give you $60 million. Like what? He don't protect the rim that well. He doesn't
14
shoot
and
the
6.
ball that well.
14.
He doesn't score the ball that well.
14.
Not that great of a rebounder.
14
like,
and
bro,
6.
Like why
14,
am I giving him this money?
14 and 6 at 22 years old to get you $60 million. G.
He's not. We could bet on that. Honestly, he's not. No, he's not getting $60 million this summer. I promise. Like, I'm very confident.
He'll get $60 million. What are we betting?
Shit. The Sex and the City bet and the.
Okay.
All right, bet. You gotta watch Insecure. I gotta watch.
All right. Cool.
Yeah, you wild. He's market. Nobody.
He's getting $60 million.
Bro, over how many years?
Like 3.
So what's that? $20 million a year? You think Marvin Bagley getting $20 million?
Okay, 20 a year. Okay.
You're doing good though.
Okay, 6
You're
for 4.
doing good though.
6 for 4.
You're doing good though.
6 for 4. Actually, yeah, he can get 20. He can get 20.
I should get up and walk out.
Okay.
$20 million a year for Marvin Bagley.
Okay.
He don't present that. He don't bring nothing to the court.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna pay this dude $20 million.
Okay, look, 6 for 4 with an option for the last year.
Wait, 6 for 4? What do you mean?
$60 million.
Oh, $60 million 4 years?
For 4 years with an option for the last year. He can't get that.
What? That's like 15.
Yeah, he worth that. He worth that.
I don't even think somebody locking him up that long though. Like I see him getting like a 1 year.
Nah, he get more than 1 year.
1 year with a player option or 2.
He get more than 1 year, G.
Like if I'm playing 2K and I'm on my season and off season, no matter what team I am, and I'm negotiating, like say if I'm negotiating with Marvin Bagley, I'm gonna offer him like yo, I'll get you a shot to redeem your career. I give you a player option 1 year. I give you like $11 million for 1 year, and if you do bad, I mean I just give you this year as a chance to redeem your career. If not, I offer you at most like 9, 10, like 9, 8.
Nah, G. I give Marvin 60. G.
You give Marvin Bagley $60 million. That's another. We gotta start doing polls on Hoops and Brews. That's another poll. No, I don't think nobody.
I give Marvin $60 million.
I gotta see who was agreeing with you on this
right now.
I gotta.
Nah, Marvin is.
And what does he shoot from the 3-point? Does he even shoot the 3-ball well?
25% from 3.
No.
But listen, he's shooting 56% from the field in Detroit. Yeah. 60.
I'd be extremely like I 100% expect to win this bet.
60.
I don't think a team is throwing him. I mean, how much is Jeremy Grant making? He is not a no Jeremy Grant.
64, I think.
No, he's not getting Jeremy Grant money. You said he was getting Jeremy Grant money, basically.
Yeah.
He's not Jeremy Grant.
But Jeremy Grant was older when he got that deal.
He's also better.
He was older, though. And when Jeremy Grant left there...
Nobody is betting on Marvin Bagley potential in 2022.
Denver, he was 12 minutes. He was 12 points a game.
You said when Jeremy Grant left Denver, he was
12 points a game.
But at least, like with Jeremy Grant, you know you're getting some versatility. You're getting some defense.
Same thing with Marvin Bagley.
So what? So
he getting 60.
Jeremy Grant is like a let's say if you created 2K ratings, what would you rate Jeremy Grant? If you did, for 2K ratings is 100% up to you. What would you give Jeremy Grant?
82.
What would you give Marvin Bagley?
79.
I'll probably give Bagley like a 77. But I'm not mad at the 82 for Jeremy Grant. Maybe 83.
82, 83. Maybe a plus, ability to go +2 to 84 if you win the right system.
I mean, we'll see, man. It's going to be interesting. What's up with who else is a free agent or this offseason coming up? Obviously, Aiden is another interesting case. Let's see if he's a restricted free agent.
Yeah, but he going to get his money, though.
From the Phoenix?
Yeah, Phoenix.
I don't know, man. I feel like Robert Sarver.
Unless they bomb out early on and he plays terrible, he'll get his money. Like, he plays awful. Like, if Zubac come out there and put some hands on that man. Like if he come out there and ain't got nothing for Zubac, I'm not paying you, bro. Other than that, he gonna get his money then.
How much? The max?
Yeah.
They gotta run me the max.
But he not gonna get the 210 because I don't think he gonna have
they gotta run me the incentives.
Yeah.
The accolades.
Yeah,
stuff,
to hit the 210. So he'll get like the 170 or whatever it is max. Yeah. He'll get the max.
We'll see. What other offseason questions are?
I mean, Anthony Davis, we trading him.
Anthony Davis is not getting traded.
All right.
Oh, I know.
So look,
Westbrook won't be a Laker next year though. That's a fact. That's for sure.
But look, there is no.
Pen, write that in ink.
Is there no trade you'll make for Anthony Davis?
I can't say I agree with that, but I can't say those options. Those will come up though. Like, who is really throwing the house for Anthony Davis right now?
No, I'm asking you, who would you trade for Anthony Davis? Like, there is no scenario you would make a trade for Anthony Davis.
It's scenarios, but they're very unrealistic scenarios. Like, I mean, if like the Celtics want to talk Tatum,
would you trade Bradley Beal for Anthony Davis?
If I'm the Lakers, like trade for Bradley Beal, I think Anthony Davis is a much better player than Bradley Beal. So no, I wouldn't do that. Like, I think Anthony Davis is like.
I give you Bradley Beal and I give you back Kuzma.
Bradley Beal and Kuzma for AD.
And you now give you some picks.
And picks. I might be doing that.
Yeah.
Is that something that you think is realistic, or?
I don't know. I don't know they're gonna really trade him. I'm just like throwing names out there.
That's kind of. I'm not gonna. That's interesting. But you think they give up all that for Anthony Davis?
Still, Anthony, like we got like Anthony Davis ain't one of the 5 to 10 best players in the world when he on the court.
I feel you, but why would he? I feel like Washington would be like, this dude not gonna be on the court for us.
Bradley Beal ain't on the court for you.
You're right. That's one thing. If it's Kuzma and Beal and picks, I'd probably consider that. But Beal straight up, no.
Kuzma, Beal, and I'll give you a pick.
Oh, and we still got to start our 2K league.
We do got to start.
It's after the trade.
Let's do it. Start it up. What team you gonna pick?
What team I gonna pick? You said you got to pick like a.
You don't know. You can pick who you want to. I'm gonna pick a team that's weak.
You said you like to go with the Wizards, right?
Yeah, but I might switch it up though. The Wizards not really weak no more though.
That's fair. Who would I? I'd probably go. Nah, the Hornets not weak no more. Huh? I'd probably go
on the game. They not the best. They just got like a solid future.
I'd probably. Who could I?
That wasn't an offensive foul on Tatum. I guess not.
I'm not gonna. I'd go with like. Give me Indiana, G.
That's fair.
I build like I.
That's
can do
fair.
some things with them.
I really want to see if Miami can close this game out. Then we can end this. But I want to see if Miami can close this game out.
Let's do it. 93-92
with 5 minutes left. This actually is a really because if Boston loses, would they fall down to like 5?
Yeah, maybe it's like tight that in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah.
Who did the lineup this? They got Pritchard out there.
Strong take. That's a foul. Yeah, you grabbed him. That wasn't a jump ball. You grabbed him. There's some teams courtside in Boston.
You not lying.
By the way, Boston is a city I've always wanted to see.
You never been to Boston?
No.
I haven't been either though.
Yeah, so I'm like, yeah. You said it like I'm like, yo, you been to Boston?
No, I haven't been to Boston. Ooh.
What NBA arenas have you been to? And what's your favorite one?
I've been to the Pepsi Center. I actually played on the Pepsi Center floor.
Why?
Because in 9th and 10th grade, I lived in Denver. And
that's fair.
I barely got moved up to varsity in my 10th grade year, and then they had a
game at
the Pepsi Center.
Fair.
Yeah. So honestly, just the Pepsi Center, obviously crypto, and I think that's it. I also been on the Staples Center floor, but it wasn't for basketball though. It was for karate. I don't know how my karate coach somehow got us a gig to perform our katas in the middle for like halftime show. So we was out there doing like our yeah. So I've been on both floors, but I think that's pretty much it. I know you've been.
This is a Lakers game or this is a Clippers game?
This is for the Clippers, and we also had tickets to the game as well.
Who they play today?
It was the Rockets.
What year was this?
This was
T-Mac years.
This was 2010. So that was like Ron Artest,
it was
right?
like Kevin Martin years.
Oh yeah, that was like
Kevin Martin years. No, I've been to United Center, which is the worst one. Been to United Center.
Worst one.
That's the worst one I've been to. Chicago has the worst stadiums out of any city that I've been to. That I've personally been to. All bad.
You said United Center. Where's that? That's the
Bulls.
That's the Bulls.
Terrible.
But it's improved now though, right?
It's terrible.
What makes it so bad?
They don't have cup holders.
Oh.
The whole stadium has no cup holders. Not even like the whole stadium has no cup holders. They don't have cup holders. Cup holders. They don't have cup holders. How you build a stadium and forget to put in cup holders?
That's funny. Where else?
I've been to there. I've been to the Mazda Center. I've been to Staples. Obviously, I've been to Pfizer Forum, which is the best. And
where's Pfizer Forum?
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee. Oh, nice.
That was went to the finals. And I've been to the Garden.
Oh, that's what's up. How's the Garden?
It's the best place you could watch basketball at.
Sheesh.
Like, it don't even look like, first of all, it's nothing but hoop conversations going on in the crowd. That, at least when I was there. And secondly, like, when you go to the stadium, it don't look like you going to, like, watch basketball. It look like you going to, like, what the fuck?
I almost made that shit.
It looks like you're going to, like, a Broadway play. Like, it's in the middle of downtown. Well, it's like in the middle of.
I've only seen MSG from the outside. I did walk by it when I was in New York.
Yeah, I've been to the Garden. And is that all? Yeah, I think that's all. Yeah. I want to go to Chase Center maybe during the playoffs, though.
Oh, San Fran? What?
Because I got a Chase card, and, like, they give you, like, benefits. So, like, because I got a Chase card, I get benefits in the Chase Center. Like, I can go to, like, the lounges and stuff like that. So I might do that.
That's what's up, yeah. That'd be fire. I know the Warriors, obviously, they also, like we talked about Utah being a good crowd. I mean, I heard that the Shea Center is not the same as Oracle, though.
It's probably not.
Yeah.
Nah, because, like, you know, like, a lot of the older stadiums, like, the acoustics were just different. Because, like, now your stadiums are more so built for, like, fan experience, more so than just watching the game. So, like, even, like, if you go back and watch old Bulls games, Chicago Stadium sounds outrageously loud.
Old games, you said?
Yeah, like, if you go back and watch, so they moved into the UC in 94. Like, if you watch, like, early 90s Bulls games, it sounds outrageously loud in there. Like, outrageously loud. The United Center don't sound nowhere near as loud.
That's interesting.
It's loud, but not like that, though. It's like a lot of these old stadiums, and I've been to the Forum. You know, I never saw basketball, but I've been to the Forum. It's like a concert.
I've drove by the Forum a billion times, but I've never been.
You never been to the Forum?
It's wild, no.
Fucking never been to the
And
Forum.
I grew up 2 minutes from the Forum.
Fucking been to the Forum.
I lived there, like, next to the Forum for 15 years, but I've never been
You seen no concert at the Forum?
Never been seen a concert, no. Never been inside, but I drove past that shit. Like, and I remember from Space Jam. Remember? You don't remember when Spinell was outside of Space Jam when it was talking about when Vlade Divac was out there, like, hey, man, I'm not. When it was showing they're still in the powers. You remember that scene on Space Jam, the first original Space Jam?
I probably do, but I didn't know.
Sure.
If I go back and look, I'm probably actually it is the Forum.
Yeah, Vlade Divac and him was all like, yeah, man, we ain't going to no more games. We good. What's going on out the first Space Jam? But yeah, I never actually been inside, but I drove past the Forum a billion times.
The Forum is probably a great place to watch basketball like back in the day.
Yeah, like my grandfather would talk about it all the time. Like,
it was probably a great
he had a house in
place.
Inglewood, like 5 minutes from the Forum. He would talk about it. My dad would say he used to sneak into the games, or like when he'd be way up there, what he'd do is he'd just sneak down to the other seats, and he got real good seats out of nowhere to watch the Showtime Lakers.
That's fire.
They call it the City of Champions back when they used to win all the time.
Clippers coming back to restore the feeling.
Once we get Mr. Braun up out of here, we're gonna be back.
No, y'all not.
Yes, we are.
No, they're not.
Yes.
No, they're not.
Yes.
No. Lakers are not coming back for probably like 15 years.
15 years?
10, 15 years.
Hell no. We can make a bet on it. We can make a huge bet on that one.
What do you mean by back, by the way?
I mean, like, in contention. Like, consistently. Like, I don't think it's going to be that hard for us to attract free agents at all. Especially with all the talent in the NBA. You see dudes like Tatum are always flirting with the Lakers anyways. Booker, these
Tatum
guys.
Flirt? Who
You
flirt
don't
with the
see,
Lakers?
Tatum flirt with the Lakers all the time, wearing Laker all button on. He say, it's for Kobe, but bro, come on. You're not pulling up to the Celtic game. No. You play for the Celtics. You're not pulling up all
20. He don't even remember
brand
you.
Lakers fit.
He's 20. He don't
talking
even
about
remember.
how you wanted to be drafted by the Lakers, but they didn't pick you.
He's 20.
Devin Booker, like, all these dudes flirt with the Lakers consistently.
And they're never.
They're going to be free agents eventually. And we're going to have cap space eventually. Like we just coming. No.
They're never coming.
We can make you really want to bet on the Lakers?
You're going to get Colin Sexton.
You do good though.
You getting Colin Sexton. That's who you getting.
Bam at the free throw line. 3 minutes.
Do you like the Miami jerseys? I miss the Miami Vice jerseys.
You know what jerseys I miss?
What?
This is the oldest hell with the white hot jerseys.
You
don't like the white hots from the Big Three era? Those was fire, G. Them are some of my favorite jerseys in NBA history, man. The white hots.
Can't say I was the biggest fan of those.
That's crazy.
You know what jerseys I love?
What jersey you like?
The old school burgundy Seattle Sonics.
I know what you're talking about. I'm picturing those in my head right
burgundy Seattle Sonics. The burgundy Seattle Sonics, the early 90s Nets, the baby blue ones, fire. Like those, but the baby blue, fire. The jerseys do I really like? That's offensive foul, brother. What jerseys do I really like from back in the Suns joints from the 90s was hard.
How'd you feel about the sleeve jerseys?
I wasn't the biggest fan of the sleeve jerseys. Wasn't the biggest fan of the sleeve jerseys.
It was pretty cool. I like how it was different.
And I like the pinstripe Bulls jersey, even though Chicagoans didn't like them. The pinstripe Bulls.
What about the Magic jerseys when they had the light blue with the stripes?
Love them classics.
Those is cold. For
Wait,
sure.
wait. You talking about the T-Mac ones with the star on them that went platinum in the hood? Or is you talking about the Shaq Magic jerseys? It's a great play. That's a bucket. Or like the Shaq Magic jerseys.
I'm not. I think wasn't both wasn't fire.
It was some blue ones that had stripes on them too. Yeah, it wasn't blue that had stripes.
Did you like Phoenix old jerseys when they had the
star?
The
star on them?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love the star Phoenix jerseys. You know jerseys I hated, Loki? The old Lakers.
Which ones? From what year?
The Shaq and Kobe Lakers jerseys. Them shit was trash, bro. I did not like those jerseys, bro.
They was trash.
I did not like those jerseys, bro.
What?
The 90s Lakers jerseys, and the ones they got now, fire. Those Lakers was not fire, bro.
The Shaq and Kobe Lakers jerseys.
Did not like them. No.
What? Even the alternate whites?
The whites were the best ones.
Those are fire. But you didn't like the purple and the gold?
No.
What?
No.
Break. Sorry, Jimmy. Call it that.
No.
They trapping Tatum. Swing it to the corner. Strong finish. Oh, he smoked it.
They ain't call a foul. I'm shocked.
Yeah, this is gonna come down to the wires. Just settle it down, Jimmy. Settle it down. Get it to your veteran guard, Lowry.
Why is Strauss on the floor?
In between game, Lowry. Okay, good shot.
It's a terrible. Okay. Why is Strauss on the floor though? They have no better option than this.
Is Hero out there? Maybe Strauss is having a better game. Oh, Hero's out. No, that's not Hero.
Hero is out there though.
Yeah. Is that another double on Tatum? You see this? That's MVP, man. Great defense from Miami. Breakout. Timeout Boston, yeah.
See, this is why.
Timeout. Timeout. That's a great execution from Miami back to back. You saw how they got after it on the defensive end. They got a game plan. Get out of Tatum's hands, and the rest of these dudes can't.
But see,
and it's working.
But see, look, this is why I am a believer in the Heat. I'm not somebody who doesn't think that their offense isn't good enough because they can play elite defense.
When it mattered most, stifling defense.
Yeah,
they had a game plan. It worked.
They can play elite defense, and also, granted, game ain't over, but they can play elite defense. Also, they still do have people you can rely on for a bucket. Now, they ain't gonna go out there and get you 40 points, but you can rely on them to get you a bucket. G. You can rely on Hero to get you a bucket. You can rely on Jimmy to get you a bucket, Lowry to get you a bucket. You can rely on these guys, even like an Oladipo, to get you a bucket. Like, you can rely on the guys to get you a bucket.
I feel you. And they also, like you said, they got the centerpiece. They got Bam Adebayo. They got him for Giannis. They got him for Embiid.
Yeah.
They got him for these teams that you are going to see as you get deeper in the playoffs. They have somebody.
I mean, they got him more for Giannis than they got him for Embiid, but yeah.
What you mean? Who else they got?
Like, I think, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta look up Embiid's numbers against the Heat. But I feel like they do a better job on Giannis than they do in Embiid.
I feel
The
you.
Heat.
But
Now they got people for Harden though.
They got people for like both of them. Like I mean,
Yeah, I mean, no. They have people who definitely provide some resistance for them.
You see, Stress is he got 14, 6, and 2 blocks. That's 2 blocks is huge.
Where
For
did he
him.
go to college at?
I feel like he one of them undrafted. That's a good question though. How much time we got? A minute 43. Boston inbounds. Let's see what Udoka. Let's see what Udoka drew up in the timeout.
Damn, he from Illinois. Damn.
Why
Damn,
you reacting like that?
Damn, he went to Stag.
They got the ball to Tatum. Tatum forces him.
He went to Stag.
But Tatum is so good.
He a crib. Okay. My Strauss from the crib. I know Stag. Yeah. My little homie went to Stag. Damn. I had no idea. He from the crib.
Late game execution. Oh, Hero got the mismatch. He ain't going to attack it though. Oh my goodness.
He might make that. Okay. Cause Lowry
Good D from Boston. Boston, like ever since they called that timeout, they responded. They got a bucket from Tatum. Udoka seemed like that timeout, great timeout from Boston to regroup a little bit. Now they got another offensive possession to bring it. They can bring it within one possession right here. Marcus Smart forces some shit up.
Okay, not
that was not okay. Not Marcus Smart is for you.
You do good though.
Not that. I don't know what that was.
And it was like 20 seconds left on the shot clock. It was like, come on, Marcus,
I think they wanted the 3 for 1. Well, no, 3 for 2.
I guess, but I don't like giving the ball up right here. He's not missing that. Oh, he missed it.
Okay,
I love the 14-second shot clock run. The second attempt. It's what it's made for. It's late in games, more possessions late in games. Hero with the big shot. He can make that. Ooh, big rebound, Tatum. Push it up. That's where we want it. Slow down, Tatum. See the floor. Why are you rushing?
You do good though.
Tatum, what is that, bro? Like, there's no reason for you to grab the ball right there and try to force the issue. Like, bro, grab it, slow down, and figure out what's going on. He didn't have to do that. I don't like that from Tatum. I don't like that. Like, come on, man, relax. You don't have numbers. You dribbled in 3 black jerseys.
3 people, bro. That's no.
Like, that's not okay, Tatum. We expect, come on, man.
And
you got to be better than
challenging that. Come on, bro. That's offensive foul.
You got to have better. Come on, Tatum. We expect more of you, man.
Offensive foul. But let's get ready to get out of here.
Yes,
What you want tonight?
I seen Thomas was probably trying to get a drink. I mean, I'm down for that.
True. Think I'm finna link with these girls.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. But been another episode, Hoops and Brews. It's been fun.
Definitely has.
Technical difficulties early in the episode, but it's all love. We here. Yo, we gotta get you the login so you can tweet from the page.
I was thinking the same thing.
Facts. I got you.
All right, bet.
I gotta remember the login. I don't remember what it is, but I gotta use the login so you can tweet from the page. But yeah, man, get your plug in, brother.
Yo, follow me on Twitter.
Get one name, bro.
All right, I got you. I'm gonna talk to you about the one name I'm going with after the podcast, but I'm just waiting, obviously, for it to become more official. But I'm gonna go with that once I get the green light. I'm 100% locked in. But I think I know what my one name is in the future. But as of now, until I get my one name, follow me on Twitter at the Jolts, JOLTSS, and on Instagram, hit me at East Ghost with a 0. East Ghost, not an O in Ghost. It's a 0. But let's go with you, Pavi.
As always, man, follow me on Twitter at Pavi World, PAVY World, all one word. And make sure you check out my latest project, the Chicago EP, out now. And yeah, man, we'll holla at y'all until next time. Peace.